Black Lives Matter has called for a month-long boycott of white companies.
It's such a red herring. Black Lives Matter should be the biggest advocate for increasing policing in the nation. They should be the number one proponent of greater police presence in crime-ridden communities. It seems like but instead, they advocate for these zero bail policies. Right. They advocate for lesser punishment on things, and then they're worried about boycotting white businesses and just perpetuating a racial division and racialized narratives instead of actually solving solvable problems, and they are directly leading to Black deaths. And so it's the opposite of Black Lives Mattering to you, apparently.
It is the opposite, and we talked about this before. It's like you need to always look at who are the silent or unheard victims of what you advocate for, and in this case, it is wholeheartedly people of color and Black people specifically in our communities. It's the same thing when it comes to decriminalizing different crimes here. Black people are going to be the most affected. Defunding the police, Black people are going to be the most affected. Everything that Black Lives Matter does has no effect, no positive effect on Black lives. Yet they still hold this sort of pedestal within our society when it comes to activism and progressivism. That's not progressive.
I will correct you, Amala, that Black Lives Matter does help the Black lives of the founders who buy multiple mansions across the United States and in do God knows what with their tens of millions of dollars in donations.
Right, and in white neighborhoods. That blows my mind that the founders of Black Lives Matter, specifically Patrisse Cullors, if you want a direct example, are paying for millions and millions of dollars worth of real estate that they amassed through getting money through BLM, and then are buying up mansions in white neighborhoods and living there.
This is what your Black Square helped contribute to. You raised awareness, so people gave donations to Patrisse Cullors so she could buy more mansions in white neighborhoods.
And just think
Don't we all feel great about that, though? Don't we just feel warm and cuddly inside after posting on Black Square and supporting this movement that is doing so much to help Black people? Oh, wait.
You know what? If I saw Black Lives Matter come out and actually give their money to the Black community and actually do something good, I would go, here's a good thing that Black Lives Matter did. We would be first to celebrate it. Yes, we would be the first to celebrate it. We would be the first to talk about it, to put that up on a pedestal and say, here's an organization that I fundamentally disagree with doing something good. But they're not. And not only have we seen it in the actions of their founders and the people who work for them, but we've heard from the mothers and the fathers of the victims that they claim to uphold, saying, we haven't seen a dime of that money. You've done nothing for my community. You've done nothing for me after losing my son. You've done nothing for me after losing my daughter, as we heard from Breonna Taylor's mother. Yeah. So where is that going? And why do they constantly work on new campaigns and still hold the same sort of pedestalized position that they hold?
It really is a tragedy because there are major problems. There are Black people dying in the streets that are being shot. There's infant children. There's a Twitter thread, I forget the guy's name right now, but of just every time one of these kids is shot caught in the crossfire in Chicago, gang violence or whatever, he just posts a picture of them and tells their story. And it's like, these are real people and real children, innocent children that are being murdered and killed in the streets. And that is a real issue that Black Lives Matter could be bringing attention to if they actually cared about Black lives. But they care about being political advocates for the left, or they care about lining their pockets. I don't know what they care about, but it's very sad that they're content to allow the issues to be perpetuated and not it's sad because they have so much attention and so much of they're taking all of the energy that comes with the racialized tension in America, and they're like profiting on it, or they're just perpetuating these false narratives instead of actually solving problems. And that to me is the greatest tragedy of all.
Yeah. Black Lives Matter has an amazing opportunity and an amazing platform to do something great, and they refuse to do so.